Jacob Gamer Vlogs, Jacob Gamer Vlogs. He is a hero, he is Jacob Gamer!
Well, you know how it is. Another year, another Sonic game. I mean, we already know how Sonic Forces turned out. I already know it's gonna be bad, but I might as well check out SonicFrontiers. Wait a minute. Yo, wait, this game's actually kind of fire. No, wait, this slaps. No, wait, what's this? No, holy. What the? Well, it's time to talk about the story. You know, the thing that Sonic games have lacked in this past decade. And to me, at least, I think it's one of the best stories in a Sonic game. It might even be above Unleashed. And Sonic Adventure 2, but that might be a little bit of a far shot, but I would be willing to say it is. I don't want to go too deep into this story because I want you guys to experience the story for yourself. Have you ever had one of those games that you really liked and you just had a dumb smile throughout the entire game? Well, that was pretty much me playing Sonic Frontiers. So basically, I'll go ahead and sum up the story. Basically, what happens is Sonic and his friends get stuck on Starfall Islands, like they get sucked into cyberspace. And then Sonic has to find his friends and have to get them back, like, materialized. That may sound kind of hectic for an intro, and yeah, it is, but I really love this game and its story. Anyway, I'll be talking about the gameplay next, and I'll be splitting it into two parts. So I'll be talking about cyberspace and then the open world gameplay. So first, I'm going to be talking about
covered in scars, but roses are coming through the cracks.
Now it's time to talk about cyberspace, which might be the most controversial part of this game, for a reason. However, I don't think it's that bad. The reason most people are sort of disappointed with cyberspace is because it's clones of previous levels, just like designed as new ones. For example, some levels are just one-to-one recreations of similar levels from past games. However, I don't think it's bad because it's a good storytelling method, and also because, past stages had very good level design, so if they're just copying that, then this game also has good level design. At least they're not reusing Forces stages. Let's at least be thankful that they use actual good level design instead of reusing the Forces level design. However, there is one minor problem I have, and that is that Sonic feels very clunky in the cyberspace stages. He doesn't feel as good as he does in the open world. But that is to be expected from these stages like these. It's just I wish he controlled slightly better. However, compared to the last few games, he feels extremely smooth here, and I love that. You can also abuse these stages a lot with their level design, like you can find a lot of skips in this, which makes it worth replaying instead of just making a straight shot like Forces. So overall, I really like the level design here. They picked very good games to copy from, especially like Unleashed and Generations. However, next time I wish they would be more original, but this is still very good and I love the cyberspace stages in this game. So now it's time to talk about the selling point of this game, that being the open world. Surprisingly, this is the first open world Sonic game ever made. It sounds like a match made in heaven, but they haven't tried it until now. The open world sort of reminds me of the Unleashed style gameplay where you collect things to upgrade your stats. However, while Unleashed was open zone, Sonic Frontiers allow you to explore a map on a much larger scale. You can explore at your own pace and pick up key items however you want. Oh yeah, I should probably mention the items you can collect in this game. There are multiple items in this game such as memory tokens, seeds, skill points, cogs, vault keys, and cocoa. Collecting these items may sometimes be tedious, however the game gives you multiple ways of doing it, and I can respect it for that. For example, you could defeat enemies or guardians to get these items. Or, now hear me out, you could also go fishing. And yes, I'm not making that up, you can literally fish in this game. Come on, what isn't there to love about Sonic fishing? Anyway, back to the items. The memory tokens allow you to progress the story as well as unlock side story. I love these side stories in the game because they give you a lot more background information. It also helps with world building in this game. Now talking about seeds, they have two variations, seeds of power and seeds of defense. Collecting these can upgrade Sonic's attack or defense, depending on which one you collected. These will become apparently crucial to collect later on in the game. Coco basically do the same thing as Seeds, however they instead upgrade either Sonic's speed or ring capacity. Coco are basically this game's version of Chow, and honestly I think they're a good substitute. Skill points are basically self-explanatory, so they allow you to unlock new skills in the brand new skill tree. Cogs allow you to unlock and play the Cyberspace stages, which once completed will also reward you with Vault Keys. And Vault Keys are used to open the Chaos Emeralds, so basically you need to collect like a bunch of Vault Keys to unlock the 7 Chaos Emeralds. And then once you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, then you can face off against a Titan. Once you beat the Titan, you'll move on to the next island, and then you lose the Emeralds and must collect them again. So overall, I think it's a good gameplay loop. It may seem tedious, but once you start playing it, I think you'll like it. This was definitely my favorite part of this game. Exploring and completing challenges are extremely fun in this game, and it was definitely the highlight for me. Anyway, next we're going to be talking about
Caught me off guard. Sound me alarm.
Now I'm going to talk about the soundtrack, and gosh dang does this go hard, honestly. This may actually be one of the best Sonic soundtracks ever made. Even this one stage I have in the background, I'll let you hear the music that actually plays during this stage. So here it is. I honestly encourage you to just listen to the soundtrack alone. Even if I haven't piqued your interest in this game, you should at least check out the soundtrack. If you don't believe how many bangers they have in this album, they're literally releasing this thing that has every single soundtrack later this year, and there's over 150 tracks for a single game. Honestly, that's extremely impressive. I didn't want to spend that much time on the music. I just want to say that this game is an absolute masterclass when it comes to music. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've covered everything now, so I'll briefly mention the ending now.
Said you'd keep me safe, now you're tearing me down.
I'm going to describe it where there's not too many spoilers, so you can still watch the video if you're planning to play this game. I just wanted to mention how the game was almost on an emotional level with its ending. Pretty close to Unleash, actually, reminded me of that a lot. It's definitely a bittersweet ending to this game, and overall a very good conclusion to this game. So overall, with nothing else to talk about, I guess I'll move on to my outro now.
Near my way to waste, now that you're not around.
Before I beat the game, I challenged myself to 100% complete the game and get all the achievements, which, with a lot of grinding, did actually end up happening. Doing that took me around 24 hours to accomplish, which is an extremely long runtime for a Sonic game. Which is a good thing, it's better than Sonic Forces that lasted almost an hour. Overall, Sonic Frontiers is an extremely unforgettable experience that I will always remember. I loved basically every aspect about this game, whether that be the stages, open world, music, story, everything was perfect to me. Honestly, from the last game, I can't believe the same team worked on Sonic Frontiers. There is obviously such an increase in quality. Sonic Frontiers may have some issues, but every game in this series will always have issues. Even the well-known games like Sonic Adventure 2 and Unleashed. After beating every single game in Sonic history besides the spin-offs, I can safely say that Sonic Frontiers has become my favorite Sonic game of all time. So that's why I'm giving Sonic Frontiers a 10 out of 10.
Hey guys, Sonic here. Don't forget to subscribe to Jacob Gamer Vlogs for awesome content. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a quick chili dog. See ya!